Hi, I'm Victor Dzau, the President of the National Academy of Medicine in US. I'm here to reflect on the discussions of the last panel. But let me first say that the summit has been exceptional. The theme, Our Planet, Our Future, really highlights the fragility of the global ecosystem and takes a closer look at some of the existential threats to our humanity, such as COVID-19, structural racism, and climate change. The discussion throughout this meeting, especially last panel, highlight the important role of science in addressing many of these challenges. For example, in tackling infectious disease outbreak, pandemics will require a comprehensive response that includes detection, surveillance, sequencing, public health measures, and more. These are all based on science. In the area of vaccine, we have much to celebrate. Unprecedented speed in coming up with a vaccine for COVID-19. It's a testament to years of investment in basic research. As Tony Fauci said in the panel, if we're going to make an argument to the public about the value of investment in science, this is exhibit number one. I couldn't agree more. And yet, events happen quickly, and science doesn't always have the answers, not immediately at the outset. This is why we have to have long-term investment in basic research so that it paves the way for breakthroughs and future developments that allows us to quickly pivot so as to respond to multiple challenges. One good example is Jennifer Doudna's work. Her work in looking at an ancient bacterial immune system and how she's able to convert that to benefit humanity. As Peter Doherty said, we're good at reacting to crisis, but we really need to learn. We're not very good at that. I agree. He said we need to understand why this virus is killing us, the long-term effects of COVID-19, and importantly, we're all part of this big global experiment. Well, COVID-19 has upended all our lives, touch all aspects of society, from health and medicine to education, to work, to food, you name it. And we need to study lessons learned from these many aspects, health, socioeconomic, and otherwise. For other existential threats such as climate, science will be important because it can identify new tools and strategy to limit the magnitude of climate change and to adapt to its impact. For example, curbing emission and development of alternate energy sources, and reducing its impact on human health and equity. Climate change has really negative effects on those who are poorest and most disadvantaged. I think climate change is a public health crisis because over 20 million people die a year related to climate change. And we at the National Academy of Medicine have launched a grand challenge to really mobilize, the biomedical science community, particularly focusing on human health and equity. We want to get everybody together for collective action, for innovation and research. Already, if you look at Jennifer Doudna, she's applying some of the genome editing technique towards climate change mitigation. For example, she's working, in fact, on rice, making rice more resilient to effects of climate change, and editing soil microbes to help with soil fertility or carbon sequestration. So as you can all see, the range of possibilities for science is huge. Science holds so much promise for tackling these challenges. So in order for society to realize the benefits of science, we need to ensure that science is reaching the public and everybody and policymakers, for example. We're doing that not only in enabling science to translate to help humanity, but also we're communicating. That's what we're doing at the National Academies. We have a number of efforts to communicate science effectively to the public and policymakers. Finally, our panelists emphasized the importance of scientific integrity. That is so important. As Tony said, we have to speak the truth, scientists. We just don't want to deliver happy talk. And I think his great contribution during time of COVID to generate trust and being able to speak the truth is so appreciated. So I think in summary, the panelists have been great. They bring out all the major issues. The meeting's been great, and I look forward to hearing a lot more for the rest of the meeting. Thank you.